1922, archaeologist Howard Carter broke through a sealed doorway in the Valley of the Kings near Luxor, Egypt. Inside the tomb of the pharaoh Tutankhamun, he found gold, jewels, and furniture untouched for over 3,000 years. But among all that treasure, his team found something stranger. Sealed inside alabaster jars, buried beside a dead king, as if it were as precious as gold, was honey. And when they opened those jars, the honey was still perfectly edible. 3,000 years old, and you could have spread it on toast. Every other food on the planet rots. Bread molds, meat decays, fruit turns to mush within weeks. But honey just sits there, centuries passing, empires collapsing around it, and it refuses to go bad. So how does a substance made by insects outlast entire civilizations? And how did this sticky golden liquid become one of the most valued substances in human history? That answer starts long before the pharaohs, long before Egypt even existed as a civilization. In 1921, a year before Carter found Tutankhamun's tomb, a group of researchers exploring a limestone cave near Valencia, Spain, found something painted on the rock wall. The painting showed a human figure clinging to the side of a cliff, reaching into a hole in the rock face, while a swarm of bees circled around them. In their other hand, they held a basket. They were collecting honeycomb, and they had clearly climbed a very long way to get it. That cave painting, found at a site called Cueva de la Arana, which translates to Cave of the Spider, is roughly 8,000 years old. It is one of the earliest known depictions of humans interacting with bees. And it tells us something important. Before we had agriculture, before we had writing, before we had metal tools or pottery or permanent settlements, we were already risking our lives climbing cliff faces for honey. Similar rock art has been found in southern Africa, in India, and in Australia. Across every continent where bees existed, early humans figured out the same thing independently. Whatever was inside those hives was worth the pain of getting stung. Dozens, sometimes hundreds of times. And humans were not the only species that recognized honey's value. Across sub-Saharan Africa, a small brown bird called the Greater Honey Guide developed one of the strangest partnerships in the animal kingdom, a partnership that lasted tens of thousands of years. The bird would locate a wild beehive high in a tree or inside a rock crevice. Then it would deliberately seek out a human. It would call out with a specific chattering sound, flutter from branch to branch, and lead the person directly to the hive. The human would follow, build a fire, use the smoke to calm the bees,